So I got to see the movie Wicked last night, and I loved every minute of it. I remember reading the novel Wicked when it came out in the late 90s, and I really liked the book. I loved the book's darkness. I loved its frank handling of sexual issues, its overt political allegories, and I really liked its philosophical pondering on the nature of evil. So when I heard in the early 2000s that the novel was being turned into a Broadway musical, I have to admit that I was pretty skeptical. How would a musical ever handle the heavier themes? I knew there were some musicals that had done so, like Les Mis, or Evita, or Kiss of the Spider Woman, but I was concerned how Wicked would transfer to a musical. When I finally got a chance to see the musical, my fears were pretty justified. It sort of turned the story into a sweet, Disney-fied story of a friendship between two unlikely people. I liked the musical well enough, even though the only two songs I actually remembered from the show was Popular and Defying Gravity. So imagine my surprise at really loving this film version of the musical. With its almost 3-hour running time for just part one of the musical, the film was able to go a lot deeper into the political analogies, deeper with the complex relationships between the people in the movie, and they really take their time sort of laying out the world of Oz. The actors are all great. I don't really know Ariana Grande's music, so I wasn't sure what to think of her walking in, but she does a great job. I don't even have to say anything about the incredible Cynthia Erivo. She's amazing as always. And of course, there's Jonathan Bailey. I love that even going back to the 1930s Wizard of Oz movie, that the discovery of the wizard as a big fraud has sort of acted as a metaphor for religious deconstruction. As children, we grew up hearing these stories about God, only to find out that a lot of what we were told was being manufactured by a man behind a curtain trying to scare people and hold on to power. This film ratchets up that even more, really making the characters question the very nature of who they are. Like Elphaba, so many of us were told that who we are is of no value, that we are wicked or evil, and when we tried to fight against that messaging, religion had a way of fighting back even harder, using its massive backing in society to wage a war against us. It appears I'll have to make another post next year to report back how the film finishes, because they're doing part 2, but I'm trusting I'll be able to make the connection to Wicked and how a lot of us have had to take apart issues of faith and religion and try and make it make sense to our own current lived reality. Have you all seen Wicked yet? What did you think?